May I examine your scan of Cynthia's server hardware? She was a curious variation of the mother computer concept. Mother systems have existed since the early period of exocolonization. They are immobile, mainframe-based artificial intelligences that regulate all systems on a spacecraft. The premier example is Weyland-Yutani's Mother series, which lent their name to all AIs of the type. Competing brands include Siegsen's Apollo and Hyperdyne's Proxy. Compared to synthetics, mother systems are many times more intelligent and capable. However, they have rudimentary socialization programming. You would find them cold and uncommunicative, while a human crew travels in hypersleep. A ship's mother system works with a synthetic partner like myself to maintain the vessel. Remember to take your combat stims before deployment. It is in your interest to maximize the odds of return.
Well, never figured we'd be fighting robots. One or two? Yeah, that happens. The more complex the synth, the higher the risk. They say it's because the smart ones have more code, more chance of an error someplace. You wanna know what I think? I think it's because the smart ones figure out how we treat them. Cynthia, kept running the company's experiments after the outbreak at Pala Station. Marched her army down into those ruins and used Honecker's pathogen on shit. Zip point shit. He didn't know nothing about no ruins. Went nuts when we asked. Wanted to see all the footage. After he got off the company shuttle, he never stepped outside Pala Station. Only execs were allowed to leave. Guess we know why. They ain't want nobody finding this place by accident. Commissars finally let Honecker out of interrogation. I'll see if we can get him on the radio for the missions ahead. Maybe he can make sense of what we find. Hell if I know. They're thousands of years old. And those big-ass heads, man, those are human, or near enough that I can't tell. When I grew up, the priest said we was the only thing with brains and feelings and morals. In over 500 surveyed worlds, there's no record of another civilization. Not a jar or a cave paint, nothing. Weyland-Yutani found something here that ain't nobody seen before. Before you took out Cynthia, she issued contingency orders to her sense. Now, Endeavor's seeing all kinds of weird shit deeper in the ruins. Gravity turning itself off, gamma ray bursts. Whatever she did, it probably ain't good for us. I want your fire team back dirt side. Find what's causing the anomaly. If it's a problem, handle it.
Dr. Honecker's non-disclosure agreement. Interesting. Weyland-Yutani didn't name the facility he was assigned to. There's nothing about Pala Station or his specific duties. Its liabilities and penalties, all work belongs to the company, and so on. The closest they get to describing Pala Station's experiments on xenomorphs is a mention of hazardous conditions. Given the nature of your duties, you hereby forfeit any right to workplace injury compensation. It's interesting that Dr. Honecker was unaware of Site 2, the xenoarchaeological ruins the company acquired pathogen from, 2 completely isolated task cells, each unaware of what the other was working on, or even of the other team's presence. Excellent operational security.
Look at this. Does this look right to you? Oh, I have to do everything myself. Our landing zone's a couple of clicks from Pala Station, at the base of the mountains to the west. You won't need any special gear. The environment is close enough to Earth. There's native life, but you probably won't have to worry about it. The Xenos that Honegger's idiot employers let loose are a bigger threat. Pala's the source of the Xeno outbreak. I had enough bugs on my canopy in Katanga's hangar, thanks. Can't believe Herrera wouldn't let me fire missiles. You'd have ducked. Esther says there's tunnels in the mountains near our LZ. Colonel Ship thinks it's the direction any survivors would run, and the commissars agree with her. Well, around Pala Station, the air's about Earth normal. Pressure 908 millibars. Little heavier on CO2. No obvious toxins or allergens. Take the regulation antihistamines anyway. If you end up climbing a mountain, you'll have a problem. Low-lying areas have thick atmo, but it attenuates fast. A lot like Mars after we terraformed it. Gravity is 0.92. That's odd. But it means you won't notice any difference from shipboard artificial grav. The diameter of LV-895 is just under 9,000 clicks, 3/4 the size of Earth. That's small, but 92% Earth's gravity doesn't add up. To get that gravity, the moon would need to be made of something stupid, like 50% iron or full of radioactives. Something real dense, you know? But our readings say conventional rock mix. Only rumors leaking out of Honegger's debrief. Something about big color-changing cats. According to Weyland-Yutani's officially filed survey data, we're orbiting a barren rock. No life. Prebiotic atmo. You can look out a porthole and see that's wrong. Or a lie. A shirt-sleeves habitable world, no terraforming needed. Low investment, high return. Maybe they didn't declare it to avoid competition. Just remember, Weyland managers tend to store profit margins and promotion tracks where their brains should be. If you run into any, watch your back.
Fireteam, we need to locate the anomaly. I got Esther and Doc Honegger on the line for assist.
Listen.
Just speaking to this. Okay. Hello.
The gravity distortions are increasing. I recommend haste.
A beer!
What am I looking at here? Who built this?
There are holograms on the far end of the room. Might we investigate?
Not a lot of time to screw around, S. Be fast.
A synthetic. Perhaps I can recover its final directives.
Another swarm from behind!
before she perished, Cynthia had her forces scan carvings throughout the complex.
What for? Can you read them?
Not without the transliteration to begin from.
The wall. More carvings.
Drop a LiDAR scanner for S. She can work on a translation later.
I got you. I got you. Aid kit's here.
There is a commonality, a sequence shared with the first set.
I got signals! Closing fast! Scanner must have pissed him off somehow!
Bypassing deck.
More signals closing! This ain't over yet!
Bypassing deck.
Warrior on the deck!
Assistance required.
That's enough.
No more signals. Get moving.
Bypassing damage.
Rearming.
Bypassing damage.
The exit is sealed by Weyland devices. A moment, please.
Watch behind, fire team!
human tech to work with this door?
Clearly, Weyland-Yutani studied this complex for years. Long before you arrived, Doctor.
Hear that?
Sergeant, it is possible Cynthia's interest in these carvings is related to the anomaly.
Fire team, scan the carvings, fast, and be ready for bugs.
No correlations. Perhaps another set.
Dino's got riled again!
Bypassing damage.
Dino's on your ass! Secure. Resume your advance.
Ever heard of Elizabeth Shaw and Charlie Holloway? They claimed life on Earth was seeded by another race. I read about them on conspiracy sites. Their papers have been out of print for a century.
There is a magnetic anomaly nearby. Might you investigate?
Fine. Last one. Then we focus on the big anomaly.
What is this?
It's got an ass load of carvings. Get scanning, fire team.
Those jars.
These appeared in previous sets. Look elsewhere? I have logged a number of characters. We still require a key to translate them.
Eyes up!
Jars. That's what the pathogen came stored in. The experiments we ran, the mutations, all from those. But there's so few. And empty. Where are the rest?
Grabbing ammo.
We seem to have entered a different section.
Acid spitters, don't sit and gawk!
Bypassing damage.
Esther, what are the big, intestinal tracts?
Insufficient data to speculate.
It's alien. We can't make any assumptions. The far platform. There's Weyland equipment around.
Clear the bugs, Fireteam! The door head's sealed. Check the Weyland shit. I bet Cynthia did it.
Aid kit's here. Rearming.
Weyland-Yutani has interfaced with a non-human instrumentality.
It could control the doors.
Sentry deployed.
Fireteam, rig a connection for Esther.
Accessing the Weyland-Yutani translation matrix. There is a remarkable amount of data here. Stand by.
Sentry deployed. That's wrong.
Watch its attacks!
Bypassing damage.
I believe I have found a transliteration key. Stand by. The door can be opened from this console, but it requires a series
Grabbing ammo.
Big Xenos! And surprise, they ain't happy!
I believe I have it.
Nestor's got the door! Secure the room!
Shut down enemy. Rebooting. Bypassing death.
Backing up.
That gravity anomaly is getting stronger. Let's see what Cynthia left for us to deal with.
Cynthia's notes contain a term for the builders of this facility. I believe Dr. Honecker finds my conclusions distressing. Perhaps I have made an error. The gravitational anomaly continues to intensify. Locating the source is imperative.
Stay frosty. We know there's Xenos. God knows what else Cynthia
Ambush.
had.
And that alien equipment. Who knows what it does? Be careful.
Incoming Xenos! Burn them down! Secure. What are we looking at in here, Doc?
It could be, I mean, with that structure. I have no idea.
Whoever built this, they sure as hell hate straight fucking lines.
Wow!
Bugs, from the far side!
burst of 511 kilo electron volt gamma rays from within the gravitic anomaly.
Sounds like something just turned on.
Grabbing ammo.
I'm guessing the route, sending you in the general direction. These halls are nuts. What the hell? Are those Xenos?
There is an instrumentality across the room.
Secure the area first.
Try to acquire a facility layout. Hit only the controls I specify.
Fireteam, set up a perimeter. It could take her a while.
Let's rock.
Farthest left, center right, center top. Analyzing output. Stand by.
Grabbing ammo.
Please, head up the ramp.
Incoming! Across the bridge! Anything you can tell us about who built this place?
There's not one hard angle in there. Just curves. Maybe a cultural preference?
Signals! Get a camera on! Missed them.
I saw no evidence of Xenomorph physiology.
Maybe it's local life?
This facility is remarkably intact for its antiquity and fully powered.
More bugs!
Processing damage.
There is an unusual power signature nearby, similar to emissions within the anomaly. Might you set up a scanner? The structure on the ceiling. Over the scanner.
Belay that! Bugs inbound! More on your ass!
The army.
So, what's that on the ceiling?
A biological energy capacitor.
Grabbing
A
ammo.
living battery.
We're near the end of the layout Esther grabbed. Use the, squishy thing in that room.
Farthest left, center right, center top. Stand by. Recording the output. Only extract a local layout.
She's modest. A good university department would take months to do that.
Ambush.
The map seems to label the section ahead Basket of the Heavenly Traveler.
We must be missing some context. Can I see?
Looks like a control center.
No, careful. That's an anthropomorphic assumption.
Bypassing damage.
Could you obtain a LiDAR sweep of the presumed control center?
Here we go. Signal's closing. Nino, drone!
ammo.
You're good. They're gone. Patch up and reload.
I believe I have deciphered the controls. Try farthest left, lower right bottom.
Damn wall's moving.
Bypassing damage.
That's a ship. Right?
It is the source of the gravitational distortions.
Cynthia's asset 0. That's where we're headed, Fireteam.
It is likely that the remnants of Cynthia's forces lie ahead. Cynthia's final orders were to prepare Asset Zero, the alien ship, for activation.
Activated for what?
Nothing good. Fireteam, get aboard and stop it.
Pathogen jars.
They dangerous?
Only if opened. We couldn't dent the casing.
Incoming! What is that? What the fuck were those?
I guess pathogen mutations of some native life form.
No, they... Mierda. People! Doc, I really hope that wasn't nobody you knew.
I'm okay. I mean, I didn't know anyone was even here.
There's more! Pivot to engage! Fucking hell, how many are there? Clear. Let's find a way aboard that monster.
Program destination. Biolab 14. Gateway station.
Earth? Fuck.
Hold steady. Merely a scan.
For what?
Insufficient data, but it appears you passed.
Alright, how can we stop this thing? Options, people.
Cynthia's remnants are likely to have a control center.
Pathogen chiggers, lots of them.
Bypassing damage. Bypassing damage.
Fireteam, let's ground this ship. Check your doors and corners.
Rearming.
Guess the mutants don't like synths.
Might you access that one's short-term memory?
Signal's closing. Movement. Can't lock it.
Leon!
Beginning analysis.
I got you.
The Leon Stalker. That was native life.
Hey, kids here.
Big cat with chameleon abilities. Watch for the shimmer. They blend, but not perfectly. Jesus. Weyland moved all the pathogen here.
Storage. For transport to labs in the core.
Hijo de puta. I know an ammo magazine when I see one.
Analysis complete. The synths are working from a location on the upper levels.
Then we keep heading up.
Might we get a closer view of the hologram?
Incoming! Both sides!
There is an open synthetic near field on the far end of the room.
Ready on me.
Mierda, Cynthia's team cannibalized one of their own?
The exit to the control room has been sealed. Quantum encryption.
Got more pathogen. Clear them out!
There are other synthetics nearby. If one has an intact memory core, I may be able to reconstruct...
Got one of Honecker's Leons in there!
That memory unit is too damaged.
Assistance required.
That memory unit is too damaged.
Keep looking.
This one is intact. Stand by.
Pathogen coming from topside.
Bypassing damage.
I can't believe how many have been infected.
I have reconstructed Cynthia's cipher. Access the upper door, over where you entered.
Patching up.
Is this something we can mess with?
No. The controls are locked.
Get us to whatever passes for engineering. We'll take out the power, stop it from lifting off.
I just want to say, if you could not blow the ship up.
Right, important to science or history or whatever.
The files from the synthetic call this room Vitality Oven to grow.
Great.
Idiomatically, energy capacitors.
Aid kit's here.
Access the control instrumentality.
Judging the deck. Judging the deck. Sentry deployed.
On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section. Disable the enzymatic fuel cells.
She means shoot this shit on the side.
Ah, I see a 17% reduction in power flow. There must be more capacitors.
There, blow those two out. Seeing a flurry return. Probably a stalker. From all over!
Bypassing deck.
Scratch one capacitor.
Power buildup slowed 50%.
Can't see any more capacitors.
There is another instrumentality at the far end. Enter the sequence, bone, protective, withdraw. 2 additional capacitors have been exposed.
Rearm me.
Buildup rate reduced to 16%. The final capacitor is in the center on the floor.
Bypassing deck. Bypassing deck.
Another stalker! Keep sharp!
I do not believe the alien ship will fly again. When you return, please turn in your uniform. We may learn something from the pathogen bloodstains.